Hello, thanks for joining us again on the channel. I've been wanting to talk about this for ages, and now that a friend finally got one, we can dive into his experience. Quick note before we begin, there's a discount link in the description and the top comment if you want to check it out. Now let's not waste any more time and jump right into the details.
This e-bike has been a fun ride, literally. For the price, it's a solid starting point, especially if you're taller and like this particular style. However, it's definitely not perfect out of the box. I've put a fair amount of miles on it over the past few months, and I've made quite a few modifications. Right away, I added a phone mount with a built-in charging circuit, a must-have for longer rides. I also designed and 3D printed a rear light that integrates with the brake light functionality. My first attempt broke, but a second print in a more flexible material solved that issue. Other additions include a welded trailer hitch for my child's bike, using a surprisingly perfect railroad spike. Adhesive bumpers to protect the battery and reduce rattles, and a hidden tracker for added security. The bike's branding was a bit much, so I've also sanded and repainted it. One of the first things I noticed was that the speed controller was just loosely crammed into the frame. I remounted it and used thermal epoxy to improve heat dissipation. It also needed mirrors, so I added one to the handlebar. A simple upgrade, but it does make the grips a bit wider. The highest gear ratio also presented a minor design flaw. The chain could sometimes slip and get jammed between the sprocket and the frame, preventing pedaling. Adding a washer fixed this problem fairly easily. The battery life is good for my daily use around town. The gearing is decent, and while I initially had concerns about the fat tires, they've performed well, though I did experience one flat tire. The larger diameter makes folding it a bit more cumbersome than some other folding bikes, but it's still manageable enough to fit in a car if needed. The display is straightforward and functional. I did encounter a significant issue. A screw came loose from the main upper shock mount. This was a serious safety concern that required some effort to fix. It highlighted a potential weakness in the design, as the brake and shift lines showed signs of wear near the shock mount, requiring rerouting. I've reported this to the manufacturer. This is definitely something they need to address. The mechanical disc brakes started to become unreliable as I added more weight with the trailer, so I upgraded to hydraulic brakes. This was a relatively simple and inexpensive upgrade that dramatically improved braking performance and reliability. It's a worthwhile investment if you're planning on hauling any extra weight. Overall, this e-bike is a solid choice if you're mechanically inclined and comfortable addressing potential issues. While it has its quirks, it's a fun bike that turns heads. It's performed well, exceeding my expectations for the investment, and it's become an integral part of our family's transportation routine. Long-term durability remains to be seen, but so far, I'm happy with it. That's all for now. If you found this useful, hit like and subscribe. Let's talk in the comments. See you in the next video.